Okay, so let's move to next question, which is question number 18, as paper one of A levels. And let's discuss the chemistry one. And our question is: compound M is a white solid. Okay, it's a chloride of a period three element. Okay, that's explain why it's not a transition element. Information about some reaction starting with compound M is given in the table. Okay, compound M plus non-polar solvent, that is a colorless solution. Then compound M added a little at time to water, steamy fumes. Okay, the fume Q tested with moist blue litmus paper. Okay, it gives the um, acidic effect. Sorry, the alkaline effect that turns the blue litmus paper into red. A solution R plus few drops of sodium hydroxide plus excess sodium hydroxide. First of all, the white precipitates are dissolved to form a colorless solution. Okay, so what can be compound this one compound? Okay, so magnesium chloride is not from group number 3, the phosphorus is not from group number 3, sodium is not from group number 3. That explains that aluminum chloride is the only answer, because they have given us that is a period 3 element. Which statement about strontium and its compound is correct? Number one, the strontium hydroxide is more stable than the barium hydroxide. Okay, when we move down the group, the barium is the strontium lies above the barium. Okay, the strontium sulfate is more soluble than magnesium sulfate. The strontium nitrate has a lower thermal stability than the calcium nitrate, and strontium is a stronger reducing agent than magnesium. Okay, so let's say we have beryllium, calcium, strontium, and barium. Okay, now let's look at these options. Okay, strontium hydroxide is more soluble than barium hydroxide. Okay, when we move down the group, the solubility increases. Okay, strontium sulfate is more soluble than the magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate is more soluble, we know. Okay, strontium nitrate has a lower thermal stability than the calcium nitrate. It's a bigger molecule. It has a more thermal stability. Strontium is stronger reducing agent than magnesium. Yes, it is a stronger reducing agent. How do we define the reducing agent? It loses electron more readily as compared to the magnesium, because of its bigger size. It loses electron easily. Okay, next one, 20. Sodium hydroxide is warmed with concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, so we have sodium hydroxide. Oh, sorry, sodium hydroxide, and we have sulfuric acid. Okay, it makes the sodium sulfate and water, basically the alkali. And oh, sorry, we have sodium bromide, not sodium hydroxide. Wait. So sodium bromide and concentrated sulfuric acid, they react to it's a basically two-step process, and ultimately the bromine gas is produced along with sulfur dioxide. So it would be bromine and it would be sulfur dioxide along with water. Okay, let's see which option is correct. So bromine minus 1 into 0, so it would be it's losing an electron, so it would be reducing agent. It could be B or it could be D. Okay, let's talk about the sulfur. It has plus 2, it has minus 2, so plus 2 and minus 8, it gives a value of plus 6 here. And here, minus 2 into 2 is minus 4, so it is basically plus 4. So it basically change the oxygen state changes from plus 6 to plus 0. So our option is B. And oh, sorry, a reaction with the ammonium chloride is added, oh sorry, a reaction occur when ammonium chloride is added to calcium hydroxide. Okay, so this is a reaction of an alkali with the ammonium salt. What is the role of ammonium ions in this? So our answer would be it would act as an acid, because here we have an alkali already. Element Y and Z are both in period number 3. uh, Element Y has the smallest atomic radius is period number 3. That could be beryllium, let's say. uh, there are only two elements in the period 3 that have a lower melting point than element Z. Okay, element Y and Z are react together to form compound R. What can be compound R? Okay, so first of all, it cannot be beryllium. It can be magnesium then. Okay, So there are two elements in period number three that have a lower melting point than element C. Then Y and Z react together to form compound R. Element Y and Z are in period number three. Element Y has the smallest atomic radius in period number three. Okay, when we move in period number three, it starts from sodium, and it's an not neon, the, let's say it, it's an on argon. So we have chlorine over there, which is the smallest element. Let's say period number three. There are two elements in period number three that have a lower boiling point than element Z. Okay, so we have chlorine in A and D. Okay, so this the two elements in period number three that have a lower melting point than Z. Okay, so magnesium cannot be there because it's a metal, it has a high melting point. So our answer would be the phosphorus chloride. Okay, then the 23rd one is 23rd one is 1 gram of each of four different compounds of group 2 elements are thermally decomposed. Okay, the residue in each decomposition in is the oxide of the group 2 element. Okay, so it can be carbonate, it can be nitrate. Both options are correct. Okay, the volume of the gas produced from each reaction is measured at the room conditions. Which substance produces the greatest volume of gas? Okay, let's say what which is going to release more gas, the carbonate one or the nitrate one. So if we look at the formula of carbonate, it is CO3, and if you look at the formula of nitrate, it is NO3. So both contains equal oxygen if we look at the general formula. But we talk about the when we talk about thermal decomposition, then thermal decomposition is actually results in the more oxygen in the nitrogen. So we have two nitrates, the calcium nitrate and sodium nitrate, which is going to the thermal decomposition one would be more applicable to the strontium, because moving down the group it has a bigger size, so more nitrogen would, or oxygen would be released. Sorry, uh, easily. Okay, 24 one, sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere can form acid rain. Okay, there are two processes: oxidation of sulfur to sulfur dioxide, and then dilute sulfuric acid is the part that is the major cause of the acid rain. Which row identifies the atmospheric catalyst for step one and the for reagent two? So, okay, the dilute one will definitely just because of the water one, so it can be A or it can be C. Okay, what is the catalyst in this one? The catalyst would be not oxygen, because oxygen is already reacting with it. uh, it would be nitrogen instead. So our answer would be C. So this is all for this video. For the more MCQs, you need to look or watch the other videos. Thank you so much.